Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
So, yesterday we started viruses and worms in the types of malwares. Okay. So, I actually telling you about how the messengers applications are actually infected by the messages which is sending over the messenger applications like your WhatsApp Messenger, Facebook Messenger, or your LinkedIn Messenger. So users are at high risk while receiving files via instant messengers. So regardless of who sent the file or from where it is sent, there is always a risk of infection by a Trojan. The users can never be 100% sure of who is at the other end of the connection at any particular moment. Suppose that if you are receiving a file through an instant messenger application and the person it is showing that there is a person called Bob. So you will try to open and view the file. So this could be a trick where an attacker who has hacked Bob's messenger ID and the password want to spread Trojan across Bob's contact, whatever you are telling about yesterday. So that is exactly happening over the messengers. Okay. Then after that, how the viruses are being spreading with your portable hardware, media or removable devices like your flash drive. Previously, the CD, DVD are there. Right now, the external hard drives are there. If these portable hard drives or removable device can be infected by the malware, and if you're inserting these particular devices into a system, then that particular system is also going infected. So this is a very simple way to inject a malware into a target system through a physical access. But this need a physical access. Okay, without physical access, this is not possible. The removable hard drive malware infection would be not possible without physical access. Um, One more thing, the autoplay or auto run function is there if any particular infected device, then no need to run anything. Just plug the device into your USB port and it will automatically run the infected malware which is saved in your device. So there are two possible ways. One is the removable device when you are inserting, and then in the absence of the particular target, the Trojan is copying in your machine, or otherwise it is installing any particular payload in your machine. And second way, the auto run function. Okay. Um, then there is a possibility of email software bugs in the browsers are also been there. How? The outdated web browsers often contains vulnerabilities that can pose a major risk to the user's computer. A visit to a malicious site from such browser can automatically infect the machine without downloading or executing any program. So you are just accessing a website which is a malicious website and no need to download anything. It automatically download a payload in your machine and run it. So same scenario occur when you check the email with Outlook or some other software. It may infect the user's system without even downloading an attachment. So to reduce such kind of risk, always use the latest version of browser and email software. Okay, so that's why Google is always automatically update their browser so that the outdated website would not be accessed through the browser. If you are trying to access some particular website which is a older one extensions would be there or the source codes are older one, then they are not going to be run in your browser. So this is the security feature which is provided by the Chrome. Similarly, in your software email applications like your Outlook. So Outlook is a application through which you can able to access your emails. Your Gmail emails are also being accessed by the Outlook. So that email software should also be updated. Then these kind of activities like or downloading the attachment automatically and auto run the malware viruses over there, that would not be happen because that email software is also checking the attachment, whatever the attachment is uploaded by the uh, recipient end. Okay. Then insecure patch management. So unpatched software poses a high risk. Users and IT administrator do not update their application software as they should, and many attackers take advantage of this well-known attack. Means your application is not updated. So always use the updated application. Why? Because if the application is older one, then there is a security issue in that application. So it will provide a backdoor to an attacker, and attacker will able to exploit that particular insecure patch management injection, and he can able to insert the malware into your machine and damage the data which is stored inside your computer system. Okay. So messenger applications are being threat, removable devices are being threat, outdated browsers and email softwares are being threat, insecure patch management is also been a threat. Then your Bluetooth and wireless network. So attackers uses open Bluetooth and Wi-Fi network to attack the users who are actually connected with the open Wi-Fi, or if they are actually open their Bluetooth in their mobile 24 into 7. So that is also very dangerous. Suppose that you are sitting in a cafe and you are using that public Wi-Fi which is provided by the cafe. So that is very dangerous. Suppose that a person who's sitting over there, he is an attacker. He has to do a very simple task. Just connect his particular laptop with the Kali Linux to their Wi-Fi machine, Wi-Fi network, and he will able to run the network mapping tool in their Kali Linux machine, and he can able to see each and every device application, device IP addresses, and the services which are running in there in that particular IP addresses. If he want to see, and if there is a open port is there available, he can able to exploit it. Otherwise, whatever I showed you in the Metasploit, if the Metasploit is running over there, then he can able to attack in your operating system and get inside to it. So this means never use public Wi-Fi network. If you are getting the public Wi-Fi network free of cost, never use it. Okay. Or never on your Bluetooth in your mobile phone 24 into 7. Whenever you need, then on your Bluetooth function. Otherwise, always turn off your Bluetooth function in your device. There is a threat called advanced persistent threat. So advanced persistent attack are highly sophisticated attacks whereby an attacker uses well-crafted malicious code along with a combination of multiple zero-day exploit. So zero-day exploit means the particular attack which is unknown by the organization. He do not know how this attack is actually going on, where is my vulnerability is present in my particular organization, and he is not able to identify its vulnerability in their organization. Then that type of attack is known as zero-day exploitation, when no idea from where the attack is actually going on. So these attacks involves well-planned and coordinated techniques where attacker erase evidences of their malicious activities after their objective had been fulfilled. So APT attacks are usually performed an organization processing valuable information such as when the APT attack is usually performed when there is a valuable information such as financial information is there, healthcare information, defense information, aerospace information, like your manufacturing or the business organization. So the main objective of these attacks is to obtain sensitive information rather than organization and its network. So what are the information being obtained by an attacker to APT attack? Like like organizations classified document, users credential, employees or customers personal information, network information, and their transaction information, their credit card, debit card information, organization business strategy information, control system information. So these kinds of information is being obtained by an attacker by doing these APT attack. Okay, so these are some crucial things about the malware. Now we are going to talk about Trojan virus. So Trojan means your rat, remote access Trojan, where a Trojan virus is inserted in your machine and the attacker is able to do the rat. Rat means remote access Trojan. So I will show you this attack. Okay, in the when I complete my description, then I will show you how an attacker is able to do the rat attack. So rat, whenever you run a rat application in your machine, that means when the attacker is running the rat in their machine, it is act as a server. And whenever he create a Trojan virus and sending towards the victim's end, then he can able to attack on the target machine by installing that rat Trojan virus, which is installed in the victims or in the target machine. So once the rat server program is launched, it connected directly to the command and control server. Command and control server means the client, the attacker is actually uh, successfully taken the remote code execution and he can able to do the command and control so that the machine to whom the attacker is actually get to the attack, he successfully access the machine and he can able to now with the help of target machine, now he can able to attack on the other machines which are being connected with the victim's machine because it is using predefined open TCP ports. Okay. So Trojan is a program in which malicious and harmful code is contained inside apparently harmful programs or data, which can later gain control and cause damage, such as ruining the file allocation table on of your hard disk. Ruining the file allocation table. So do you know about the file allocation table? What is file allocation table? FAT. Okay, so this is a file system. So there are two, three types of file systems are there, which is introduced by the Microsoft. First is FAT, then second one is NTFS that we are using nowadays. Okay, so he can able to ruin our FAT in our hard disk. So attackers uses Trojan to trick the victim into performing a pretended action. Okay, so we can able to take a control over the victim's machine. So whenever a Trojan attack is actually done in the victim's machine, what are the indication is actually providing how the victim is able to judge it that my machine is actually going on a Trojan attack. Okay, so if its machine or his machine is installed with a DVD-ROM or a CD-ROM. So the DVD-ROM and CD-ROM drawer open and close automatically. So the tray will automatically open and close. That is the indication. Uh, the by default, the background of the wallpaper setting changes automatically. Whatever the background, default background is set in their desktop, that particular desktop wallpaper will be changed automatically. And if the printer is connected with your machine, so it will automatically start the printing documents from the printer. You didn't provide any command of the print command to that particular printer, it automatically prints out. Okay. Then if you open a browser, it automatically open the web pages in the browser automatically. So that are the indication that you are not doing any task or it's automatically working on, and the tasks are actually or the jobs are actually working on automatically. So that means we are not actually providing any command to the machine. The command is executing automatically. So these are the indications. And the color settings of the operating system changes automatically. Okay. The sound volumes suddenly malfunction. Um, Antivirus programs are been automatically disabled. Data are corrupted. The date and time of the computer would be changed automatically. And the mouse cursor moves by itself. Um, the mouse pointer disappear completely. So there are so many indications are been there if the Trojan attack is uh, conducted in the victim's end. So these are some indications. So if it is happening in the machine, that means some kind of attack has been done, and most probably the Trojan attack is there. Okay, so we learned about the malware, we understood about the Trojan. Now viruses and worms. Okay, so virus is a different thing, malware is different, Trojan is different. Virus is different, worms are also different. So virus, uh,
Virus are those that requires host, and worm does not require any host.
computer viruses have a potential weakness on both business and personal computers. The lifetime of a virus depends on its ability to reproduce itself. So the ability of the virus is that it has the ability to reproduce itself. Like um, I had this virus attack once in my machine. What it actually done? Suppose that there is a partition in your machine, and in that partition there is a folder is stored inside it. Okay, and in that particular folder, so many other folder or so many other files are saved. So what will happen whenever you open the folder? It automatically create one more folder in the inside that folder, and that in that particular folder also contain each and every folder and the files which is actually stored in the primary folder. Then if you are open that particular folder which is automatically created, it automatically create one more folder. So like this, it is actually reproducing itself. Okay, and you cannot able to open a single file which is stored inside the folder. So this is also a very dangerous virus. So these kind of virus, if attacked in your machine, there is only one method to remove it, because when you know that if any particular virus is infected in your machine, you cannot able to install the antivirus. You know that if you didn't install a licensed antivirus and your system is infected, now you want that you purchase an antivirus. Now you want to install the antivirus in your machine. For removing the antivirus, it will not install it. Okay, so there is only one way to remove this virus. You have to delete each and every partition of your machine, not that particular one partition. You have to delete each and every partition of the machine, then create each and every partition again, then install your machine. That means full data loss. So these kinds of virus, when we talk about the virus, these are very dangerous. So attacker design every virus code such as the virus replicates itself n times. So a computer virus is a self-replicated program that produces its code by attaching copies of itself to other executable code. Okay. Some viruses affect computer as soon as their code is executed. Other viruses remain until the predefined logic is met. So there are so many extension of viruses are been present. The main virus which is running over the internet, that is .exe virus, .sys virus, .bat batch file. So these extensions of viruses are being maximum chances these extension of viruses are being downloaded in your machine. And if they activated, if they install your machine, then your machine would be infected.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah,
Sir, how do we check if our system is affected by some virus or malicious activity?
I will tell you. I'm going to tell you. In malware, I told you everything. If the infection is there, how we can able to recognize. Now I'm going to
Mhm.
tell you if the virus would be installed, how you can able to check it. Okay, don't worry.
Okay, sir.
So the characteristics of the virus, the performance of the computer is affected by a virus infection. This infection can lead to data loss, system crash, or a file corruption. Some of the characteristics of the viruses are infect other programs also. It will encrypt your files also, your data, your directory. It will automatically encrypt it. You cannot able to open it. Okay, it will alter your data. It will delete your data. That is also possible. It will corrupt your file. It will corrupt your programs also. Okay, and it also replicated itself. So indication of the virus attacks. Um, First is if you open a browser and you want to open a particular page, it will redirect to an unknown page. Okay. Your antivirus is either being disabled automatically. Malfunctioning would be started. You are not going to do anything in your machine. It automatically doing itself some kinds of functionalities. Okay. Uh, your computer will automatically shut down. Okay. Control Alt Delete button. When you press this button, it is actually showing you the task manager and your log of information. Now it will stop working. This is the major indication of the virus. If you run Alt Control Delete and it is not working, it is not showing the exact options, whatever it is showing over there. If it is not showing, that means the virus attack is there. Okay. So browser redirection would be there. Antivirus would automatically disable. Malfunctioning would be happened, and slow down your machine. It will slow down your machine automatically, and all control delete will not be working on. There are so many types of viruses are there: microvirus, shell virus, uh, encryption virus, cluster virus. So there are so many types of viruses are also there. So these are known as virus and worms. Okay. The malware is there, Trojan is there, virus worms and there. Now the next one is ransomware. So the ransomware is a type of malware, which means that the attacker may look up your computer, usually via an infected mail link or a Trojan horse assault, and demand for the payment in exchange for giving you the control of your system back to you. That means if an attacker attacks on your machine, if he will encrypt your whole data of your machine, then he will demand the payment, ransom. Okay, that give me such kind of amount, then only I will provide you the encryption key so that you can able to work on your own data. Okay, he will take the or sometime he is actually take the control of your application. You cannot able to use the particular application in your machine. Sometime it will take the control of your operating system. You cannot able to work on your operating system. So at that time, whenever the attacker is want the ransom money from you, that time it is called as ransomware attack. Okay. So at this time, something is wrong with your computer and you have to pay to the person, then only you can able to see it. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how the rat is actually uh, used by an attacker to do the attack. Okay, I have the setup of exe. So I am only able to run the rat application in my Windows 10 operating system. And I am only able to attack on the Windows 10 operating system also. So I needed two Windows 10 operating system. So first Windows virtual machine is there in my uh, virtual box. I need one more virtual machine. So for that, mm, C drive, C, Spotify, mm, VM, contact, Windows 10. Mm, okay. So I'm going to create one more Windows 10 virtual machine. For that, file, import the application, from um, the location is E drive, VM, Windows 10, and okay, this is fine. Finish. It is installing or creating a Windows 10 virtual machine in my virtual box. If you have any doubt, ask me. Actually, I am using a OVA file, so it is import the operating system into my virtual box, and it is ready to use. I also want to give you so this OVA file, whatever the OVA file I am actually right now creating my virtual machine. I provide you the OneDrive link, so you can able to download this OVA file, Windows 10 OVA file operating system from here. Okay. Just copy that particular drive and save somewhere in your file. Then after the class, you download the Windows 10. It is a vulnerable Windows 10 operating system. So you can able to the exploit in this Windows 10 operating system. Now this is my settings. It is imported. 3 GB, 2 GB, processor is 1. Okay. Network, bridge adapter is there. Okay. And done. Start. What is the method? Yeah, I already show you the method how to install this or create this virtual machine. Click on file, whatever the OVA file I send you now, how you can able to create the virtual machine. Click on file, click on import, provide the particular path of the OVA file. Then after that, create a particular directory somewhere in your partition. Select that particular directory where the operating system files have been stored or the virtual machine is actually stored on. Then click on finish. It will import the OVA file inside the virtual box. Then after that, you can able to start the machine. So my virtual machine is started. You have to log in with the victim user. Okay. So the password of the victim is ASD. Press enter. Okay. Now this is my victim machine. Now I'm starting my another Windows 10 virtual machine. This is my attacker machine, in which the rat is actually running on. Okay. If config, oh sorry, IP config. 31.90. Okay. And in this machine, IP config 194. So this is my target machine or the victim's machine. This is my attacker's machine. So in attacker's machine, in download, I have a 888 rat. Okay, this one. So someone send me hi in my WhatsApp number. So I will share you this particular 888 rat Trojan attackers application. Okay. So when you extract this one, it will provide you the 888 rat. Okay. So this is a rat attacker tool by which you can able to create the virus, and then after that you can able to send that virus from attacker's machine to the victim machine, and when the victim is going to run that payload, his machine would be compromised. Now see, I am opening up this one. It's no need to install it. Just double click on the tool, it will opens up. Okay. So it opens, just click on OK. When you are trying to run this triple threat, just turn off your Windows firewall. Otherwise, it will not going to be open. And whenever you are trying to extract that particular zip file, it automatically delete it. Okay. Agree. It opens up. Okay. Now, first of all, with this rat tool, I am able to do the attack in the Windows, in the Android. Okay. This is your Windows symbol. This is your Android symbol. So right now I am going to attack on my Windows machine. So for Windows machine, click on builder and provide your own IP address, means attacker's IP address. So attacker's IP address is 31.19. 31.19. Port number is 4000. And then after that, no need to do anything, just create the server. Click on create server. Now it will create the Trojan virus. Okay, see, this is the Trojan virus. Then, now then I am opening up my command prompt. In uh, this particular file with the HTTP service, python space hyphen m http dot server port number 80 started. Now I am going to my victim's machine. In the victim's machine, open the browser. IP address of the attacker's machine. I just downloading that file. In this machine also, I have to turn off my firewall first of all. Firewall is already off. Okay. Then after that, I'm checking one thing. Okay, wait a minute. Users configuration administrative template system Windows component. Hmm. So what you have to do, open run command, open run the command gpedit.msc. In gpedit.msc when opens up, comes to the computer configuration. Inside the computer configuration, Windows component is there. Inside the Windows component, uh, come to Windows Defender. Okay. In Windows Defender, turn off Windows Defender. Double click on this one and enable it. Okay. Then after that, real-time protection, turn off real-time protection, enable it. And then after that comes on Windows Update and do not configure automatically update, disable it. Okay, that's it. Now we are ready to download this is the file. Yeah, this one is the file. So I'm going to download it. Downloaded this file over here. Okay, just close the browser. Okay, fine. Now suppose that you run this one. This is only a demo. Okay, this is a demonstration. So suppose that the Trojan virus is runs over there. This is my tool. I'm clicking on listen. See 31.194. Now this machine is completely do the remote code execution by the attacker. Now he is going to do whatever he want to do in this machine. This is my victim machine is, and here is my attacker's machine. So attacker done the attack successfully. Now what he can able to do? See, right click on this machine, click on files. When you click on files, it will open a tab. Click on desktop. So in desktop, these are the directories, these are the files are been saved in my victim's machine desktop. This one, Firefox, Nmap, and this. These four files are there. So it is showing these four files. Okay. Then after that, pictures file, users profile. So in users profile, suppose that in downloads, right click, open, see the virus file is there and many more other files are there. See, suppose that if I create a text file, now see this new file is here. You can able to download it also. Yeah, you can also able to download it. So it is downloaded. Where it will be downloaded? In downloads, I think so. See, this file does not contain anything, but the file is downloaded from the victim's machine. Okay. Then after that, documents is there, desktop is there. So each and every data of the target machine, you can be accessed over here. Fine. Then after that, app data, startup using whatever it is. Okay. So this is about the data. So by this, I am able to see the data. Then after that, spy. Spy the desktop. Hmm. So see, it is spying. The attacker is spying on me. Suppose that I open the browser. Here I am working on. This is my victim's machine. This is my attacker's machine. He is actually monitoring me. So whatever is going on, working on here, it will show the screen over here. So the attacker is able to spy on you. So whatever I am doing here, it will show each and everything. Suppose that he is doing any task, he is searching for something. So each and everything the attacker is able to spy from the remote location also. Got it? Now I close the spy option. Then what I am able to do, I am also able to spy the webcam. But right now, my virtual machine does not have the access of webcam, so I'm not able to spy on the webcam. Otherwise, without victim's permission, the camera would be open. Okay, and we can able to see the activities. What are the activities he's actually doing over there? Okay, so this is also very dangerous one. Password, keylogger is there. So if I start the keylogger, run the keylogger, yeah, keylogger is running. Now see, suppose that he open the browser, he opens a website, Aspire, Vision, Tech.com. Click on login. So these are the activities which is doing by the victim. I provide the username test, then test. Okay, click on login. So like this, I am doing the activities. Now, just check what it is actually showing. Stop the keylogger. Save this one. Is it saved? It is not saving. Then after that, your system, you can able to change the registry. Windows, what is Windows? Okay, victim is there. Right click on victim. Set activate, set hidden, set show, set block, set add block, set close. Windows Manager. Okay. Aspire execution, best summer training internship. Suppose that I am get set hidden. So what will happen in attacker's end? In victim's end? Okay. Then system command prompt, ipconfig. So it is showing the command, it is showing the IP address of target machine, victim machine. Uh, dir. It is showing the directory. So we can able to manage the machine by command prompt. System UAC bypass power. We can able to shut down that machine, restart that machine, log in that machine. Print PC information. So see how dangerous that Trojan virus it is. So what can an attacker can able to do? He can able to monitor your machine. He can able to do each and everything in your machine. He can able to fetch each and every information of your machine. So always remember it is very dangerous. So that's why I am telling you many times that do not download any particular application from any third party website or any particular malicious website. Do not download any APK file from any third party application. Do not download malicious files, video files, audio files from the internet. So it most probably there is a possibility that this particular file contains the malicious files over there, and it is on the auto run functionality. It automatically runs your machine and it will open the backdoor, and like this the attacker can able to see each and everything of your machine, and he can also able to manage each and everything of your machine. Fine. So right now I am stopping it. Now this is the virus which I have actually run on. What I am going to do first of all, I'm shut down this machine. Okay, I'm stopping this machine. This is my victim's machine. Okay, I'm going to stop it. Okay. Now here what I am going to show you. I am open a website called VirusTotal. Have you heard about this website? VirusTotal.
No, sir.
This website has the database of each and every virus. Okay, first thing, and each and every antivirus service providers. It contains all the database of all the antivirus organizations. Okay. If you want to check whether the file is malicious or not, if the folder is malicious or not, if the URL is malicious or not, we can able to check from this website. Okay. So I am going to check this file. Okay, this is a payload. This is a Trojan file. I am going to check it. Choose the file. Choose the file from downloads and this file. Open it. Confirm upload. I am not a robot. Not happening. Hmm? Hmm. Now it is analyzing the file in its database, which is linked with the different antivirus companies. These all are the companies. Okay. Bitdefender, Elastic, GoData, eScan, CTX, AVG, Avast. Each and every Microsoft, MaxQL, McAfee, Rising. Okay. No, some organization K7 is not able to detect it, undetected. None of any virus is there. Very good. Xyla. So some hard organizations are there which is not in its database. This is it has a Trojan virus. It is not in its database. Trojan, Trojan win 32, Trojan win 32, Trojan auto-tate, backdoor, triple eight rat, malicious. Okay, details, MD5, SHA, SHA 250, creation time, last submission, last analysis, today's date. Okay, creation time is 2012. Uh, signature verification file is not signed. Compiler product, target machine, Intel 386. Last processor, compilation timestamp, imports. So many informations are being provided about the virus behavior, checking for the behavior. So 70 out of 72, 42 vendors are in their database. It is showing that the file has a virus. The popular threat label is Trojan. So I created a Trojan virus with the help of triple it rat. It is a rat. Okay. So with the help of this antivirus, this particular website, we can able to find out. So most of the cases when SIEM is actually deployed in an organization, no, SIEM tool, when SIEM actually deployed in an organization, and when they want to deploy a automation process in which each and every file which is downloaded in their network or which is traveling to their network, if they have to find out with the SIEM environment that the particular file which is traveling over the network or downloading on a particular device, it has any virus or not. So what they are actually doing, they are actually integrating their SIEM environment with the VirusTotal database. So the responsibility of the virus tracking is actually done by the VirusTotal in the SIEM environment. Security, event, and incident management. Okay. So this particular website is very important in the organization's level. They are actually linking their full SIEM environment into the VirusTotal so that each and every file would be scanned by the VirusTotal automatically. And if there would be a virus would be detected, it will automatically notify them into their mail or into their WhatsApp, into their message, whatever they want, how they can able to fetch the notification. He can manage from the SIEM environment. Got it? Um, One more website is there for one thing, criminal IP, criminalip.io. Not opened. Okay. IP analyzer. IP analyzer. Okay. IP analyzer. So this with these particular website, we can able to find out if my IP address or someone is actually sending any particular message to us or mail to us. So we can able to find whether the IP address from which the message has been sent, that IP address is malicious or not. Okay. So right now I will check um, what is my IP. Okay. So I'm going to check this IP address. Okay. Let's see what it is actually going to show me. Analyze it. So it is showing RDN is none, ASN number is this one, CIDR value it is of 14-bit addresses, Reliance Geo Infocom Limited, address is this one, okay, not listed, not listed, not listed, Semaphos is listed, blacklisted, location is Dehradun, latitude and longitude, HTTP is disabled, HTTPS closed, SMTP closed, RDP closed, SSH closed. See, these all port numbers are being closed and HTTP is disabled. Fine. So this is not a malicious IP address. Suppose that let's check with mm, wait a minute, guys. Okay. So if I want to see any malicious IP in my spams, mm, I'm just checking it whether the IP address is malicious or not, what it is exactly showing to us. Analyze it. So this IP address, Spark, Post, Mail, RDNS is there. Bird.com. The owner is bird.com. The service provider. Okay. Sangamore Road, Seat, Bethesda, US. And what is the exact mail is? Purdue University online simply learn. It is showing it is the mail is from the simply learn, but okay. Okay. North America, United States, city is unknown, longitude, latitude, corners, blacklist is not listed. Okay, fine. So like this, you can able to find out the particular public IP from IPlyzer so that you can able to find out who is the service provider of that IP address is, from where the IP addresses belongs to each and everything. Longitude, latitude of the service provider or the particular IP which is actually using by us. When I check my public IP, it is showing the Dehradun and longitude and latitude also. Okay. Hmm. So I want to inform you one thing. Today, I think so. A sir is actually sent um, I think so. Payment link is there. What is there? What the sir actually sent it to you? Yes.
Yes, sir.
What exactly the message is sending over the group today? That is for the payment link. What is that?
So WhatsApp ग्रुप ज्वाइन करने का है AWS का अलग है कौन सी का अलग है
So you
That's
join
what
the
it
group.
is.
Join the
Yes,
group.
sir.
So in that group, anything would be updated regarding the exam.
No, sir. There's nothing
No.
right now.
Okay. So right now it didn't update any particular payment link over there.
No, sir.
No. Okay. Okay. Fine. 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 Okay. Fine. I will
सर
ask.
मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि जैसे क्लाउड का अगर मैं एग्जाम देता हूँ तो उसकी क्लासेस का एक्सेस मुझे कहाँ से मिलेगा?
क्लाउड का एग्जाम देना है तुमको?
यस सर.
AWS प्रैक्टिशनर का?
हाँ जी सर, क्लाउड प्रैक्टिशनर का.
तो तुम्हें क्या चाहिए बताओ?
सर क्लासेस चाहिए थी उसकी.
नहीं तो क्या क्लासेस तुम्हें लाइव सेशन चाहिए कि रिकॉर्डेड सेशन चाहिए? क्या चीज चाहिए तुम्हें?
रिकॉर्डेड भी चल जाएंगे सर.
रिकॉर्डेड सेशन चाहिए? चलो सिद्धांत मैं नोटअप कर लेता हूँ, देखता हूँ मैं कैसे हो पाता है।
ठीक है सर.
Okay. So this is all about virus and worms, means the malware. Now our next topic is web servers. Okay. So what is exactly the web server means? web server so suppose that this is your web server. Okay, this is your web server is. Web server means there is an server operating system is there. Then after that, you have to install the web service. After installing the web server, you have to install the web service. Okay. After installing the web service, we have to launch the website through this, and it will provide the HTTP or HTTPS protocol. It will provide the HTTP or HTTPS protocol so that the client would able to, which client? Web client. Web client would able to access the web server. That means web client are actually opening the web browser, because in the web browser, the HTTP or HTTPS protocols are being supported. So those web client request is actually sent over the internet. Then with the help of DNS, it is finding out its own appropriate web server. So web server is a machine which provide the web services, and it will provide the web pages to the web client. Okay. So web server is a program which processes the network request of user and serves them with files and create web pages with the help of HTTP or HTTPS protocol. So web servers are the computers which are store actually the HTTP files and HTTPS files, which make the website. So if I told you that you have to install the web service, so what are the web services are being provided by the operating system? Okay. If you are using Linux operating system, then it is providing Apache service to install the web service. Okay, so name of the service is Apache. So you have to install the Apache service in your machine where the Linux operating system is installed. If the machine is installed with Windows operating system, so there we have to install IIS service, Internet Information Service. By installing this service, we can able to start the web service over there. So majorly, if we talk about the Apache service, majorly most of the organizations are actually using this service. Okay. So Apache server is one of the most widely used web services worldwide. And the biggest advantage of using this server is that it supports almost all operating systems. Okay. Apache service. It is actually supported all operating system, but maximum cases in the Linux operating system, we are using the Apache service. Okay. Why we can able to use the Apache service in each and every operating system? Because Apache is an open source operating system. So that's why each and every application, each and every operating system can able to use this Apache service. So this Apache service is deployed for the Windows operating system, Linux operating system, Mac operating system, Unix operating system. Around 60% of the web servers of all around the world is actually running over the Apache web server. And for being an open source, it is available for free. So that's why each and every community is able to modify according to their requirement, and they can deploy their Apache server in their operating systems. Then the second most uh, usable web service is IaaS. But it is a product of Microsoft. And this IaaS is only being run in the Windows operating system. And all the features that have the Apache server has, each and every feature is also been provided by the Microsoft IaaS service also. But Microsoft IaaS service is not a open source. That means it has some limitations, and only the Windows operating system is going to be used the IaaS service. If the Microsoft providing the IaaS service to any other operating system, then they can also able to use it, but with the limited prospects. So that's why most of the organizations are using Apache service. Then there is one more service is there called Nginx. Okay. So Nginx is it is also an open source web server service. Okay. And well known for the performance, and it provides low resources and configuration. It consumes low resources and low configurations. It is talking about the hardware consumption. Okay. And all around the world, near about 7.5% of the users are actually using the Nginx server on their servers. Fine. So it is popularing all around the world. So whenever the organization need a lightweight server, then they are deploying the Nginx server over there. Okay, if they need a lightweight web server in their organization, then they are going with the Nginx web server. Okay, so I told you about the FTP server. Na? In previous classes, I told you about the FTP server, what is exactly the FTP server is, what is the responsibility of FTP server. There are user-wise authentication, it will provide by the FTP server. If user-wise authentication would be provided by FTP, then user-wise data is actually provided to the users. Means FTP is a share, it is actually providing a file sharing over the internet. I told you earlier. So I described you the FTP server. Now I am going to show you how to deploy the FTP server. Means how the organizations are actually deploying the FTP server in their organization. So for that, which server I will go with? First of all, I am removing this one. Let's see. I'm starting my Ubuntu machine. Okay. 2 GB of RAM processor is this. Okay. I'm starting my Ubuntu operating system, Ubuntu virtual machine. I'm going to deploy the FTP server in Ubuntu operating system. Okay. So sudo space -i command systemctl status esf ftpd ftpd. Fine. So FTP service is not running. So I'm going to first of all install the FTP server over there. So for installing the FTP service, the command is apt space install space vsftpd. This is the name of the service. Okay, FTP is the service name and this is the package. This is the service package name. So we are going to install the vsftpd. Press enter. I think so there is a problem. Installing. Okay, fine. So I already told you about the FTP service. Right now we are going to see how we can able to configure the FTP server and how the FTP server is sharing the files over the internet or over the network. So I already showed you how to attack on the FTP server on the previous classes. So if you attack on the FTP server, that means the whole shared data of an organization is by. Okay. System CTL status vsftpd. Okay, active and running. Fine. Now that I'm also going to install apt install nano. Nano is an editor. So I'm installing an editor in Ubuntu. Okay, installed. Now cd slash home slash Ubuntu. I am getting inside there. Okay, I am creating a directory mkdir space ftp. Then cd ftp And suppose that I am creating some files. Anna, Ellen, Danny, Eric. Okay. So right now this is my FTP servers database. I'm supposing this is the database, and organization is trying to share this particular data with the help of FTP server. Okay. Now before doing anything, ls space hyphen L route, now it is showing the ownership and groupship of this FTP folder is with root user and root group. So I have to change the ownership of this particular folder to nobody. Okay. chown is the command by which we can able to change the ownership with nobody for the ownership and no group for a particular groupship, and the name of the directory is FTP. ls space hyphen L. Now it changed the ownership and the groupship to nobody and no group. Now what we have to do? So in Linux operating system, they are actually providing us the exact configuration file of the service. What it means? If we talk about the Windows operating system, whenever you are installing any service or any application in the Windows operating system, Windows or Microsoft is not telling you about the configuration files of the particular application or the tool. They are not telling us what is the name of the configuration file, where exactly the configuration file are being stored. We didn't know anything about the configuration file. It would be managed by the Microsoft operating system itself. So that's why we have to restart our machine at the time of installation of heavy packages or heavy applications. They have to update the configuration file so that the operating system will able to understand what exactly the task of the application which is actually installed in the operating system. It would be given by the configuration files. But in Linux operating system provide us the information about the configuration file, first of thing. Second thing, we have to manually configure the configuration file or of each and every application, tools and services. So right now I installed a service called FTP. So we have to configure the FTP configuration file also. So each and every configuration file is stored inside the root partition. Inside the root partition, etc directory is responsible to store each and every configuration file. Okay. Inside the etc directory, there is a file called vsftpd.com. This is the configuration file of FTP server. Okay. So I am opening up this file with the help of nano editor. Okay, fine. I opened it. Now, FTP server actually provide two types of authentication. Okay, one is anonymous and second is user authentication. First of all, we are looking for the anonymous, how we can able to configure the anonymous login. Okay, so for that, anonymous listen equal to no. Yes, anonymous enable. So here it is defined anonymous enable no. Here I have to define yes. Anonymous underscore enable, I have to define yes. That means I am going to authenticate by a anonymous user. Anonymous user means at that time when I enable the anonymous user, the username and password, when we are going to access the FTP server by the client machine, at that time the user authentication, which is demand the username and password to the user. At that time, the username is anonymous and password is also anonymous. If it asks the password is also anonymous when I enabled it. Then after that, what we have to do, uh, we have to configure some more thing. So what we have to configure, I am getting inside in the down last of the line. And here I have to, first of all, I have to point the particular directory which I have created and I want to share with the FTP server. Okay, so the directory name is FTP, where it is actually stored /home/Ubuntu/FTP. So I have to provide the path. So we have to define anon underscore root equal to the path that is /home/Ubuntu/FTP. So I provided the path of the file or path of the directory, the particular directory which I want to share with the FTP server. If I do not want to prompt the password also, if I do not want to prompt the password, then also we can able to do that one. Uh, no underscore uh, anon underscore password equal to yes. So it will stop prompting the password on the command line. Okay, fine. Um, okay, I think so that is done. Now I have to save this configuration file, Control O for saving, press enter, then Control X, execute from the vsftpd.conf file. Now what we have to do, we have to restart our service. Then only the configuration which we defined in the configuration file, it would be applied to the operating system. So for restarting the service, systemctl in the lowercase, systemctl restart active. Restarted. Now let's check whether my FTP server is accessing or not. From where? With my Windows operating system, my base operating system. Okay. So I open the command prompt. Here, IP address is 27. No, what is the IP address? If config 251. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to check whether this machine is communicating with my machine or not. 251, 251. Yeah, it is communicating. Now, how we are going to access this? FTP is the command, then the IP address of the FTP server. Hmm. Systemctl Status is running. Mhm. Then what happened? Anonymous enabled, yes. Okay, wait a minute. Anonymous enabled, yes. Local enabled, yes. Anon upload enable, yes. Total time. Connect from port. Everything is fine. What happened? Mhm. New underscore anon underscore password equal to yes. Hide underscore IDS equal to yes. Phone number underscore port equal to 40,000. C underscore max underscore port equal to 20,000. Why it is not connecting? Mm, why it is not asking for the username? Okay, wait a minute. I am running my Kali Linux. Let's see. Mm, okay, wait a minute. I'm trying one more thing. Uh, Suppose that I'm going to create a user, add user test. Password is ASD, full name, phone number, work, home, other. Okay. Uh, then after that, I open the VSFTPD. Then I am deleting my anonymous enable from here to know. Ch own upload equal to yes. Okay, I'm uncommenting this one. Control O, enter Control X, and cd/home/test. Inside the test, suppose that I create a file ASDFG, then restart it. No, something is not, something is, okay. I'm one. Okay, wait a minute. Let's check what exactly the problem is. Mm, FTP space dot 31 dot 2. Username is test. Password is ASD. Yes. I told you, na, something is wrong with my command prompt. That's why it is not accessing. So tomorrow I will show you. Okay, there is a problem in with this command prompt. It is not actually authenticated properly. So that's why it is not accessing. So not an issue. Tomorrow I will again show you how to configure the FTP server, what we are actually going to do. Okay.
Okay, sir.
The configuration is fine, but the accessing is the operating system from where I am actually going to access, there is some problem. So that is not going to authenticate it. Okay, fine. So if you have any doubt, Ask me.
सर मेरा एक ये क्वेश्चन था कि इसका एग्जाम कब तक शेड्यूल होगा, मतलब कितना टाइम
CH
मिलेगा
का
अपने को ठीक है? हाँ जी।
CH का actually
हाँ जी।
we will start the exam preparation from Monday onwards. Okay.
ओके
And no need to worry about it. Actually, I already told you that I am a CEI, so I have the authority to conduct the CEH examination or each and every examination which is conducted by the EC Council. And that will be a non-proctored exam, means online, there is a offline proctored exam is there. So I am the proctored over there. So I will conduct the exam. No need to worry about it.
ओके सर।
Okay. So I think so. I will had a word with the sir. I will ask him whenever he is actually going to send you the payment link. Okay, then I will update you tomorrow in the class.
ओके सर।
Okay. Okay. Goodbye, everyone.
गुड बाय सर।